Hello, everybody, and welcome. If you are first time joining me here, say hello. I love to connect with you. If you've been here before, say hello. If you're able to be here live, I'm absolutely thrilled. I did try to put this out yesterday that I was coming live at this time, hopefully that you could knit this into your busy day. But I love this topic today that we're going to dive into because it is so common and it's so preventable also with very simple strategies that we're just not implementing. And I just love seeing when women start to just understand their bodies and how they work and work with their body to function its best. Everything just works itself out, with how you feel and what you're able to do and your capacity throughout the day. So if you are watching this as a replay, say hello to me. And please, if you have questions along the way, if you have comments, I love to interact with you. And that's why I love to do the live option as well. So today's topic is how to navigate days that you feel like you're a bottomless pit with eating. And I'm using this term because I think it's relatable in terms of how people talk about this, where the days, let me know if you resonate with this, days that I feel like I am eating breakfast, second breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. This could be one way that it looks. The other way this can often happen is in the evening time. You're having dinner and then a snack and then another snack. And then it's like this ripple into the evening of I'm constantly eating and I cannot feel satisfied. So those are kind of the two scenarios that this could look like. So let me know if you felt this way. And it can be very frustrating when you feel like I just ate 15 minutes ago and I'm still hungry and I can't stop thinking about whatever it is, whatever food it is. And there is a huge difference between cravings and hunger and environmental cues. And I've done prior trainings on this in the guide section. There's a full training I've done on this before. I talk about this in my programs as well, but there is a big difference between understanding different cues that your body's giving you. With cravings, these are overwhelming feelings that you literally can't think about anything else. They're obsessive. So you're, driving in the car and all you're thinking about is, I remember when I was struggling in the past with under eating and, working through stuff years ago. I remember one day I was driving and all I could think about was eating, I think it was an egg salad sandwich. So random, from Stewart's, and ice cream. And I'm not really like a big ice cream person actually, but this particular day, that's all I wanted. And really what it came down to is I was not getting enough of those nutrients, truly. Cravings are related to your body not getting what it needs on a regular basis. So typically this is a catch-up feeling. So if you didn't get enough that day, the day before, the week as a whole. So this takes different times that we'll actually experience the feeling. So let's kind of walk through this and more strategies of 4 reasons why this could be happening. And it could be all of them. So I did try to note this out for myself, so I was organized in my thought pattern. So the first one that I kind of just mentioned there was what your eating patterns are looking like throughout the day. The amount of food volume and nutritional quality of the foods that you had earlier in the day can directly affect hunger and satisfaction. So if you notice that you're picking at random foods throughout the day and you're not truly feeling satisfied with what you're eating, that could be one instance. Or if you're eating single food groups for meals. And what's happening here is this leads to blood sugar instability and your body's not getting the nutrients that it needs. So while you may be eating enough calories, so maybe you had, I don't know, 2 bagels, which is quite a bit of calories, but you're not feeling satisfied, or 3 apples, right? But you're not feeling satisfied. You're getting calories, but you're not getting the nutritional quality, the macronutrients that you need, which naturally are going to carry micronutrients. Macronutrients, just for a quick overview, are the main nutrients our body needs in the largest quantities: carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals that are in macronutrients that our body needs to function optimally. So all of the vitamins, vitamin A, D, E, and K, B vitamins, vitamin C, all these other vitamins allow this intricate process that our body does already to happen. And if we're not getting certain nutrients, when I say nutrients and speaking as a whole, this is when our body's going to search for more calories, but it's not necessarily needing more calories. That's where these nutrients are coming from, but it's really looking for micronutrients that are in nutritional quality that you're eating: fruits and vegetables, proteins, healthy fat. So that's where it's so important that it's not just about calories. Yes, calories matter when it comes to weight loss or in general how you feel. Calories are energy that our body needs, but when you can understand the nutritional quality that your body needs, it's such a game changer. When you're just eating, a lot of diets are saying, oh, just eat fruit because you can eat as much as you want, but you don't feel satisfied, right? This is like a Weight Watchers concept. Oh, there's low points, so you can eat as much as you want, but then you don't feel content. Or you're someone that is very active and you need a different amount of calories or nutrition profile than someone that's not as active. So important when you understand this. And when you see this on paper for yourself, it's eye-opening. Another iteration of this is eating patterns throughout the week. If you're eating very little on weekdays, so maybe you're trying to lose weight and you're restricting calories on the weekdays, your body is simply just trying to play catch up over the weekend. And this can feel very out of control with food and eating if you aren't aware of why this feeling is happening. It feels very out of control, like you're in a blizzard and someone's like taking over your body, right? Because you are at the point where your body is desperate for nutrients and it feels crazy. So if you notice this pattern on the weekends, you constantly are just like eating, hungry. And it's not environmental. It's not like, oh, I'm just happen to be going out a lot on the weekends. It's a true, genuine like craving for all these foods. It's typically because of the patterns that you're engaging in on the weekdays. And this could be intentional, unintentional, regardless. It's a matter of biology at this point. So even if you are trying to lose weight, it's so important that you're doing this in a moderate way, that you're creating a moderate calorie deficit, because it's the average of the week as a whole that matters. So if you're really under eating 1,200 calories, whatever, 1,400 calories on the weekdays, 5 days, 3.5, 4.5 days, and then the weekends and Friday, part of Friday, you're eating 2,500, 3,000 calories, it's balancing out to keep your weight the same, or for your weight to go up, or for your weight to go down. So there are strategies that you can use to make your weekdays more in balance to help your body regulate these feelings. Our bodies will naturally self-regulate with hunger and fullness cues. But if you don't trust your body because of dieting or rules or constantly comparing yourself to everybody else, then it's going to be really frustrating to do this because you don't even know what it means to feel these sensations. Like, these are innate feelings and your body does want to work with you. But if you're not listening and you're so deeply disconnected from this, that's why it's so important to have support around this and guidance in the beginning, so you can essentially relearn what this feels like and what this means for you based on your current age, height, weight, gender, goals, activity level. All these things matter in what is going to support you best: your schedule, your circumstances. So that's number 2, the week as a whole. And then number 3 is menstrual cycle, hormones. This is such a prominent one. And again, it's just a matter of understanding your body and how it works. We often discount the work our body does behind the scenes in not only just to keep us alive, our heart to beat, our lungs to breathe, our body to function, but also the phases that happen with your menstrual cycle. This process takes a lot of energy for our body to do what it's doing, for the uterine lining to thicken with tissue and vessels and all these things. Your BMR, which is your resting metabolism, also increases about 8% leading up to the start of menstruation, the start of your actual cycle when your period starts. So this can often be felt, I would say maybe 3 to 7 days prior to your actual period starting. And it's really not that drastic. So it's about the calorie demand that increases is equivalent to about 164 calories. I was reading in some of the research, which doesn't necessarily mean you need to like eat 2 large meals in addition, but there is increased calorie demands on your body, which can lead to certain cravings for things. And it's so layered with hormones also. But the biggest thing that I can recommend during this time is being diligent with having adequate meals, 3 adequate meals throughout the day. And from there, you add in snacks that you need, throughout the day based on hunger level. So maybe if all right, you should track your cycle if you're still in the menstruating phases of your life. It's so powerful. It's data. It's your body's data that you can say, oh, it's, a week before my cycle starts. It makes sense why I'm feeling this way. And it just allows you to be understanding and nicer to yourself, which is so important, but it just helps you understand why. And it's not to say that even if it's not related to those times of the month that you can still feel this way. But just to set yourself up better and plan ahead, and knowing that you have adequate snacks, adequate protein. Protein is very satiating. So it's going to help you to feel full and satisfied from meals. Very important to understand this. And then the last piece I wanted to touch on was activity level. If you are more active throughout the day, even walking more than you normally do, it's people that I'm working with that start to just add more, steps and daily movement can change your appetite. And everyone is different when they feel the effects of changes in activity patterns related to hunger levels. Some people are going to notice that the same day that they work out, again, the time of day you work out can affect when you feel hungry. If you wake up and you work out first thing before eating, it's important that you're having that adequate breakfast, 60 to 90 minutes after that. For me, I'm someone that does work out first thing in the morning. So I'm always typically wanting a breakfast that is, sweeter, more carb dense versus something that's savory. And that's just a personal preference, but it's just about, there's no right way. It's about knowing yourself, understanding yourself. If you're someone that works out later in the day, it's important that your eating patterns earlier in the day are setting you up to feel better in your workout later in the day, and then the evening time as well. If you work out in the morning, your dinner and evening meal is going to impact how you feel in the morning. So that's why this rhythm holistically is so, so important. Some people notice that the following day, they start to feel more hungry from the day before that they did an intense workout. So when you're working out, especially more high intensity workouts, you're putting your body in a intentionally stressed state. And it's normal that you may not feel hungry right after you work out until your body starts to kind of slow down and your nervous system comes back into that more restful state. Our body has two different rates of our nervous system. So upregulated sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, downregulated sympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. You feel hunger cues more when you're in this rest and digest state because your body is ready to digest and absorb your food in that nervous system response, versus when you're in this like stressed running from danger, the priority is running from danger, right? Removing your body, not digesting your food. So there is an evolutionary process that has happened of why we are the way we are, but our lifestyle has changed over the years. And this is why having this understanding on paper per se is so helpful. One of the first things I have my nutrition clients do I take a full nutrition history, really understand where they are at currently with their eating habits, activities, sleep patterns, schedules, times of meals throughout the day. So we have this, and when you can see it on paper, it's very eye-opening. So maybe you thought you were doing things healthy, you thought you were eating healthy, but there was key areas missing and why you feel like you have really strong cravings. Maybe you're not eating enough. And maybe it's unintentional. You just genuinely are so busy throughout the day. And then all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and you're ravenous. But it's about being more aware and intentional and planning better based on your schedule. Finding a rhythm to your day is so helpful. And it's not about being perfect and regimented. It's just really about not pushing off hunger too long until you feel that completely ravenous feeling, or recognizing that I'm going to be more intentional about eating more throughout the day because I get really busy and I don't eat enough. And then at night, it's a perfect storm for that, that feeling of like, I can't be satisfied. A great opportunity that I have upcoming here is my mini program, Falling into Rhythm. And this is a great foundation for you if you're someone that needs to just kind of be pulled back, or we've worked together in the past and you just want to get back to things. You'll have access to the client portal that I use. And I absolutely love the portal that we use together because the way that we collect nutrition data is so different from other applications that just are collecting numbers-based data. So while you can take measurements of food, you can add times of meals, mood, energy, hunger levels, how you felt during the day, what other variables came up throughout the day, your activity, your sleep patterns. All these things in context make a difference in how you feel and the choices you make. I do have my clients track their menstrual cycle if you are someone that is still in that phase of your life. I work with people that are also postmenopausal and you still have hormones, but there's different variables that we're working with at that point of your life that are going to affect how you feel in hunger levels that may be different than they were years ago. And it's not that, it's impossible and your body's resisting it. It's just learning how to work with your body at this phase of your life, which is different than it was before. So again, understanding these things and not being drastic or extreme is the takeaway. If you're interested in more about this amazing offer I have, we officially start the Rhythm program September 18th. It's 30 days. It's a mini short term. There's self-guided modules on what to eat to feel satisfied, how to create this rhythm for yourself throughout the day, when to eat, what this looks like for you with meal planning and meal prep, tons of resources for meal ideas. You'll have the summer collection of salad ideas that I was offering. You'll have fall and winter meal guides. So you'll have a ton of ideas. I am not here to tell you what to eat every day because my preferences are different than yours, and that's okay. But it's nice to get ideas around what that looks like, what a balanced meal looks like, and how to make this work for you. If you sign up early, it's an amazing investment opportunity at half price. So it's $111 if you sign up before September 11th, and you'll have immediate access to all of the material. You'll have all the module trainings. You'll have access to the food journal platform. You have private messaging support with me, integration work to write through and work through what you're learning and implement in your life and your circumstance. So it's really about learning how this works for you where you are now. And you can start today. So that is a wonderful opportunity. And it really solidifies everything that we've been talking about as a great next step to create this rhythm for your day to prevent these feelings. And these days happen, right? But it's understanding why and what we can do to set ourselves up better, knowing why. And then if you're interested in more individual private support, I do have some openings for one-on-one private coaching and mentorship. So let me know if you're interested in more of that individual support. I like to have options for people. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Even if you're watching this later as a replay, I will check in if you have thoughts and questions around this. But the takeaway here is you are the beat. You are the beat to the rhythm of your day. And if you are not prioritizing your basic needs, your body is going to send you overwhelming red flags and symptoms throughout the day or later in the day that you're not getting what you need. And if you're not listening, you're making it very hard on yourself to actually see the progress that you want and to feel your best to show up for your amazing life. So I hope that was helpful. I will see you guys soon, and let me know if there's any other topic areas that would be helpful. All right, have a great day.